1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm here all day. 43's the mic.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Ready? Black 25. Check, 43. Watch one.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
43 ready. Watch the screen.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 3. 13, fellas, 13. Watch them put up.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Go to bench. 45. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Keep tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray to air it out again. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray now on first down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Murray now, nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught, Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Jameis now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Winston connecting with Howard, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now Winston. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray, and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready, blue ladies, white. 43 is the mic. Here we go. Check it back. Hey, 5-0.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. We got to step it up.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At that 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Rush in.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Come on, set. Kick to Pittsburgh. 54. Nice 54. Watch the flag. Trump. Watch the flag.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals-Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Play action now. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Wait. SOS. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 43 in the mic.
Off the play fake, Winston. Is complete to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 5.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue 80. 43. Check. 43. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got?
Winston now from the 50. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On third down, Foreman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On play action, Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Dancing to his left. That's caught out left by Perriman. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Set a tone, fellas. Set a tone. Kill. Green, 17.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 26 and a first down. Winston sneaking it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts for what will be an important third down. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm ready. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Logan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things.